Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Weekend Update, August 2nd. I am back. Thank you, Sarah, for filling in last week. She was very short-ish. But I'm back. Hopefully we'll get through a great weekend update. We had a great week here at Samson. We'll talk about all the great things going on and everything to come next week. Starting with our weekly market report. So our DC metropolitan area. Interesting stats, but I love these because they're week to week and they can try to give us a pulse of what's going on. So last week we had 15.6% less showings than the week before. So showings a little bit down, that dead of summer blues a little bit, and 19% less showings than last year at this time. It's a little surprising because we have seen a little bit of a downtick in interest rates a little bit. I've read some studies out there that, some home buyers are putting their search on pause right now, pre-election, with being 2 to 3 months out. And we could see a little bit of stuff around that maybe some people go on hold because they're a little unsure what it's going to look like after that. We'll see, though. Our contracts were down 9% from the last week to this week, just 1% from a year ago at this time, so that's good news. So pretty flat on that one. New listings down 12% from week to week, down 6% from this same week last year. The one at the bottom or near the bottom is the most telling of what's going on in our market today. So active listings. Right now, we were in our mastermind yesterday. I had a big conversation about this. There's 7,621 active listings in the DC metropolitan area right now. That's up 4% just from last week. So that's about, 77 times 4. It's about 300 more active listings than just last week. But 39% more than last year at this time. That's a ton more inventory. Almost 40% more inventory on the market right now than this year. So we got less showings, less contracts, and more active listings. What that translates to is a little bit more, the most balanced market we've seen really in years in this marketplace. So what does that mean to us? A lot of the conversations have been around when you get to your sellers, you've got to be right first, meaning you've got to have the right condition, you got to have the right price point so that you don't miss the boat on your list price because buyers have options now. We had a lot of stories like, listing agents would call for feedback and they'd be like, which one was it? We saw 7 homes that day. There wasn't 7 homes to see 4 months ago, much less people saw 7 homes that day. So buyers are going to have choices. You want to make sure you're priced well and you look good. And we talked a lot about this. It's in our HQ news as well. Let's say at a home that was priced at $500, got 5 offers, sold for $550, and then you're talking to the neighbor. That sale all happened, say the contract was May and it closed in June or July, and then the neighbor's like, well, I want $550 like that last one got. The market isn't $550, guys. The market is where it was listed at. It was listed at $500. That's where it got all the interest. It got bid up to $550 because 15 people were interested, right? You've got to be smart about the list price. It's $500 or it's $520. That's the proper list price. You can't list it off where the other one went to because it was a hype competition. There's more inventory for them to choose from. You're not going to get 26 offers on it at $550. Maybe if you went at $500 again, but you've got to be smarter. List based on what those sold off properties, what they were listed at, not what they closed at. That's your real comparative. That's where the market was. Don't hold that fish right above the water and don't hold that bait right above the water and wonder why the fish aren't eating it. You've got to put it in the water so everybody swarms to it and starts to eat it at once. So that's my market soliloquy by Donny Samson. But let's see if these match up. So North Central Virginia, smaller bucket here, but similar. Down 8% in showings from last week. Our new listings down 11%, almost the exact same percentage. Our active listings, pretty flat from a week ago, down 1%, but still up 21%, 20.5% from a year ago at this time. Those are the key factors there. Showings in Baltimore Metro, down 10.5% from a week ago, 14% from a year ago at this time. Our new listings, actually up 17% from a year ago this time. So more inventory coming out there, 1% from a week ago. So that's good news. But you see where it looks down there at active listings. If you've got less showings, less contracts, but more listings, that gap's getting wider and it's becoming more balanced. We have 37% more properties on the market in the Baltimore metro area today than we did a year ago at this time, and 4% more than just last week. So really telling stats. Maryland, West Virginia, Panhandle, similar. Showings down 10%. New listings, this is actually up 23%. So 46 more listings this year than this week than last week, and up 11% from year over year. Then the active listings, real similar, up 1% from a week ago and up 24% from last year. So really similar paths across our whole footprint, and telling a lot of the same story. So interesting stuff to look into for sure. Our top performers last week, July 20 to 26 week. Mark Winn, number 1 in volume, great job. Elizabeth Kline, number 2, awesome. Also a guest star in the Commission's Conversation class that she did a great job at. Andrea Saunders, great job. Alexsis Doud, great job. Sarabjit Singh, so our top 5 in volume. Fantastic performance from all of you. Some familiar names in the top 5 transactions for last week. Elizabeth Kline, number 1, fantastic. Andrea Saunders, Michele Gibson, great job. Teairra Jones and Chintan Shah from Richmond. Fantastic job to our top 5. Our top 5 teams in volume last week. Shepherd Homes Group, number 1. Casey Samson team, great job, Uncle Casey and team number 2. Carolyn Young Homes, number 3. The One Street Company, number 4. And One South Realty Group in Richmond, number 5. Transactions, similar list, just a little different order. Shepherd Homes Group, number 1. Carolyn Young Homes, number 2. One South Realty Group, number 3. Casey Samson team, number 4. And the One Street Company, number 5 for the week. Excellent job to all of you teams out there. Some announcements to save the dates. Our August sales meeting will be Wednesday, August 21st. I believe it will be Sarah and Bethany. We did get official word that is move-in date down at Virginia Tech for Ava. So Bethany's back there practicing already. Justin, we're going to have to be careful. This could be the first sales meeting that lasts until dinner time. But just kidding, girls. Love you both. Long time. You guys are going to do awesome. We've got sales meeting August 21st. So make sure to tune in there. Maybe we'll schedule some special guests, and I'll give them really short scripts, maybe. Commission Conversation class. There's Richard and I, 2 guys that can also say a lot of words, too. I'll throw stones back at myself. But I really love this class. If you guys didn't watch it, it's not about you have to say every word that we say, but it's giving you pillars, giving you good 3 or 4 or 5 talking points when you're talking to buyers about why you should be a buyer agent, when you're talking to sellers about why they should value buyer agents and their buyer agents are rock stars. You've got pillars. You've got to practice. You've got to be comfortable with what you're going to say. Practice, 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 just like Allen Iverson said. All right, so you've got to make sure that you're ready to go, because when that buyer or seller asks that question, you got to be confident with what your answer is, and they're going to feel if you believe it or if you don't believe it. So watch that class, practice. The 7-figure realtor had some great feedback on this. Jason Chepernick, fantastic job. You can find your link on the nest here, exclusive and free. Well, not exclusive. Everybody else pays $7.99 for it, but free to all Samson agents. You know, I was just on Facebook this morning and saw a bunch of people commenting about how much they loved this class. Get in there, watch it. It is worth your time. You know, Shepherd Homes Group was number 1 in volume last week, and he's just Jason leads a phenomenal team in the class. He's high energy. He talks in a really clear, easy way to understand. He breaks down each piece of your business and how to build it and how to get better at it. You know, so look, maybe we're not all as charismatic as Jason. Maybe we're not going to all be as hard a worker as Jason, but we can learn so much, and it's going to help so much to build your own business by watching somebody great like that. So thank you, Jason, as well. Jared James, I encourage you to watch this class every Monday. Follow him on social. He does a great job. Him and his wife, Linda, have the First Up app that we plugged into as well. If you have not signed up for First App, do it. Put your buyers in there. Put your listings in there. You don't have to do anything about it, but having that extra resource is huge. Let the power of our 6,000 agents work for everybody. Our August newsletter is up. You can take that. You can modify that. Send that out. I'm a big proponent of sending that to SOI or Farming a Neighborhood. Make that newsletter your own and use it. It's only $1.50 each to have a beautiful 4-page premium newsletter in the mail. Great, great deal. Our Lunch and Learns, Why Samson, are all over the place. Next week we're in Reston Tuesday, Gaithersburg Wednesday, National Harbor Thursday, the following week, Columbia Tuesday, Arlington Wednesday, Richmond Thursday, Bel Air on the 20th. Guys, so many opportunities all over to hear more about Samson. Also, if you have people that don't want to go to Lunch and Learn, go to joinsamson.com. There's a full virtual video there. I just taped it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's real fresh. So it's got all the updated information as far as fees. It's got all the updated options we have there. Just taped it here in our beautiful studio just a couple weeks ago. So joinsamson.com. You can watch a live virtual. It's about an hour and a half, but it's all the things. Look, if you're bored and you've been with Samson for a while, get in there. you're going to forget half the things we have to offer that you could, Lucia, Arden, Jason is one of our great realtors, and she came on Tuesday to our lunch and learn because she brought 2 guests, and, it was great to have her, but at the end she's like, I forgot. You keep going into your thing, and then you forget 3 or 4 things that, she could use as part of our brokers that could help build her business. So I know she was energized by being there Tuesday. Remember, you also get referral rewards for inviting your people to those lunch and learns or bringing them yourselves. Some upcoming classes. Monday morning, we've got a Zillow Showcase class, Monday at 11 o'clock, online class, why you should use those Zillow Showcase ads. We're now getting to a world that we need to start plugging into things that can help our listing sell. A lot of times we do these things just for exposure, right? But, now all of a sudden there's 5 listings in that neighborhood that we're competing against. So you do want to make sure that your listings get in the most possible exposure you can, because you want to win the listing and then you want to get that listing sold. So good opportunity to learn. We've got a discount on Zillow Showcase being a part of Samson. Thank you, Tyson's. We had a great HQ2 there on Tuesday. We had great classes, great interaction. Just a great day of learning. So I encourage you guys to come out there. Next week we'll be in Gaithersburg and Rio on the 7th. Following Wednesday, the 14th, we'll be in Arlington. Then we'll be in Fredericksburg on the 29th on a Thursday on that one. As a side note, it's because we're going to defend our title at the NVAR Golf Tournament. We're going to have a booth out there as well. Sign up for the NVAR Golf Tournament. We'd love to see you out there. Let's have a Samson takeover at the NVAR Golf Tournament. Everybody sign up from Samson. We'll have a great day out there. That's on the 28th. That's why I moved Fredericksburg to the 29th. DC NOMA HQ2 on September 4th. I think I'm going to be able to make an appearance there, but actually the Riz Media National Conference is in town Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm actually speaking at that conference this year as well. So I think I'm speaking Thursday morning though. So great HQ to use. If you have not been yet, go to an HQ2. You will not be disappointed. You will walk out with more knowledge on how to talk to clients, more tools that you can use, be able to ask your questions, go through real life stuff with other realtors, and you will make connections of other agents around the area within our brokerage. That's a sample lineup. Go through tools, go through conversations, do Q&As, all sorts of great stuff in those HQ2s. Remember, we've got a contract class actually here Wednesday, the 7th at 10 o'clock. So if you're not going to be at HQ2 with me in Gaithersburg, you should be here with Steve. He's doing NVAR contract review as we get ready for these all these changes that are going to roll out August 14th. Buyer consultations, selling your value. Lynn's going to be in Waldorf and Charlestown next week, so make sure you RSVP on the nest for that. Full rundown. Saturday, tomorrow, we've got the Mastermind for Dual Career Agents. We've got Zillow Showcase Training Monday, KV Core Workshop. That's an in-person in Tyson's on Monday. Print marketing class on Monday. Buyer consultation and KV Core class with Lynn in Waldorf on Tuesday. Also on Tuesday, we've got MVR contract and compensation changes in Tyson's, it looks like. Skyslope training Tuesday, HQ2 on Wednesday, MVR contract class in here in Chantilly on Wednesday the 7th. Buyer consultation with Lynn there on Thursday in Charlestown, another great class. Mastermind $5 to $10 million group Thursday mornings. Lynn's Q&A to her jumpstart, and then Master Your Marketing on Thursday. As always, this is the virtual class she does. Maximize your blog and promote it. Another thing that a lot of us probably aren't utilizing to the best of their ability. Friday morning, fast track commercial training with Aladdin at 8:30. G-Car and DC contract training at 10. Friday, financing with First Heritage also at 10. And then Skyslope with Stephanie to close it out. Remember, we've got lots of orientations every day, all over our footprint. We have a great agent experience team. I'd encourage you to connect with them, so that you can learn all about things about Samson. If you're new or you just haven't connected in a while, I'd encourage you to do that. Shout out and good luck to all of you with high schoolers that are starting fall sports. A lot of sports starting on Monday, so a lot of people will be out 2-a-day in it for football. My junior and freshman, now my third daughter going into high school, Lily, my junior and freshman will be lighting up the Lake Richfield hockey field starting on Monday with tryouts, and I know there'll be thousands and thousands of fall athletes that are starting up on Monday. So good luck to everybody starting their seasons. Hopefully this heat slows down a little bit for all these people that are going to be out there all day. But we're so thankful for all of you, all of your hard work, all of your support of Samson Properties, your loyalty, continue to tell people to come talk to us. The future is just so bright. I think we're positioned in the perfect place at the perfect time to be here together. If you're struggling at all or getting your career going, come. Be here. Be at HQ2. Be at Lynn's classes. Be at all the classes we're teaching. We will help you get going. You just got to come. Come in. Be a part of it. I promise you'll be better off for it. So Thank you for your support of Samson. Please continue to bring all those closings to Cardinal Title Group. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week in Gaithersburg. Peace out.